Hi, Dmitry Bonder there. With the deadlines looming, businesses who took advantage of the Paycheck Protection Program must soon apply for loan forgiveness or be responsible for paying back the money, the financial support they received during the pandemic in 2020. I received two PPP loans, one in May 2020 and the second one in December 20 or almost January 2021. In this video, guys, to save your time and to help you with your PPP loan forgiveness, I gathered information regarding the forgiveness process from the most popular lenders: Chase, PayPal, Kabbage, Womply, BlueVine, and others. Also, I'll tell you what are the biggest pitfalls you can face in getting your loan forgiveness, how you can avoid a big tax bill when you got a PPP loan forgiveness, what happens if you don't apply for forgiveness, and finally, I found SBA Grant programs that are available starting from July 12, 2021. Okay, first of all, I would like to look through the most popular lenders and what is going on with their PPP loan forgiveness program. Okay, Chase is already ready to accept your forgiveness request, but they ask you to double check the amount you're requesting before submitting, because at this time you can request forgiveness only once for your 2020 PPP loan. You may ask, what about a 2021 loan? Unfortunately, you cannot now apply for forgiveness with the Chase, and they promises to inform their customers with the situation if it changes. What I really like with the Chase forgiveness, they provide you with every possible information to help you with forgiveness. And I know several people who applied for Chase forgiveness and it works pretty smoothly. And also there is a pre-recorded webinar you can attend and to get a lot of information about forgiveness process in English and Spanish. And I think that everyone who forgot a PPP loan with a Chase could be pretty sure that they will get forgiveness in time. Okay, what about PayPal? If you received your PPP loan with a PayPal, they tell us on their website they're now accepting and processing loan forgiveness application using the new SBA form, but only for loans funded in 2020. What about the loans that were funded in 2021? PayPal is expecting to begin accepting them in July. So you have to wait if you got a PPP loan from PayPal. They have two forms you can download, and you can use form 3508S or 3508AZ. It depends on the amount you received with your PPP loan. If your loan is greater than 150,000, you will need to complete either the SBA form 3508 or 3508AZ. Once you log in, they will ask you several questions to help you determine what form you have to complete. So that's pretty easy, pretty basic, and I think that PayPal is processing their PPP loan forgiveness pretty smoothly. The next very popular lender is a WellsFargo. I applied with the WellsFargo in May 2020. They have a lot of glitches on their website, but then they changed everything and a lot of people applied through WellsFargo. Of course, if you were a client of WellsFargo. So what about their PPP forgiveness? WellsFargo has a better situation as it's now accepting PPP loan forgiveness application for most loans originated in 2020 and first draw loans originated in 2021. And for all WellsFargo customers who are ready to apply for loan forgiveness, there is a link for forgiveness application, and it can be accessed through WellsFargo Business Online or Commercial Electronic Office (CEO). After signing on, WellsFargo Business Online users will see the application link in the account summary after expanding each eligible PPP loan account. So all their users will see the link on their home page after signing on to the portal. Okay, now we are coming to more problematic lenders, Kabbage and BlueVine. The first one is BlueVine. What about BlueVine? So many people complain that they still didn't receive any emails to apply for BlueVine PPP loan forgiveness. So unfortunately, you have to wait when you receive a BlueVine link to apply for forgiveness. Some people have already received it, someone not, but they have a lot of information on their website how you can start this process, what type of documents you have to upload, so you will have plenty of time to do it in advance. And what about Kabbage? I have a separate video, there will be a link. I personally received the first PPP loan from them, so I recorded 10 videos about a case servicing application process, about PPP forgiveness. At this moment, a lot of people struggling just to receive the link. I contacted them several times. They're telling me the same story every time, like, we are processing your forgiveness. I personally was very lucky to receive this link. I completed my PPP loan forgiveness, I uploaded all information and documents, and at this moment I'm just waiting for final approval from SBA. But I'm sure that 95% of people who applied with a KServicing or Kabbage, they still didn't get this link. The last lender that I check is a Womply. There is a separate group on Facebook, for example, where people discussing Womply and their PPP loan forgiveness program. At this moment, the process is open, but the problem is that the same story happened with a Womply as with a Kabbage and with a BlueVine. There were a lot of fake applications, so at this moment they're processing their PPP loan forgiveness not very fast. But what is good, on their website they have a very detailed explanation for every step of a PPP loan forgiveness process. So I highly recommend to check these pages. You will find a lot of helpful advices and a lot of forms to complete. And now, guys, one more important information for you. I found one program from SBA that you may consider to apply. This program called Community Navigating Pilot. And it offers grants from $1 million to $5 million to eligible organizations to provide counseling, networking, and to serve as an informal connections to agency resources to help small businesses recover from COVID-19 pandemic. So it could be additional source of money for you guys after PPP loan. The original deadline to apply for these grants was July 12th, which now has been extended to July 23. And this program is designed to empower a hyper-local approach through a national network community, investigators who are on the ground and truly connecting, emphasizing and tailoring solutions for small businesses during critical recovery. This program will run for 2 years, starting in September 1st and lasting until August 31st, 2023. So a lot of eligible organizations include state and local governments, economic development organizations, small business development centers, nonprofit colleges, universities, and community development financial institutions could apply for this program. So you can check detailed data on the website SBA Gov Partners Counselors, and there are explanations how you can apply, whether you're eligible or not. I'm sure you have to know about this opportunity, maybe to get some money for your business. Okay, but let's come back to PPP loan forgiveness process. It doesn't matter what lender you use to apply for your PPP loan. So what documents do you need to apply for your forgiveness? Let me help you again. First of all, you should contact your PPP lender and complete the correct form they provide. Okay, the second step. If your loan is less than $150,000, you may apply using Form 3508S. If your loan exceeds $150,000, you should use Form 3508, or if you qualify, 3508EAZ. Please be aware that even when you apply for your PPP loan forgiveness, it will not necessarily mean that the whole loan will be forgiven, unfortunately. So the SBA has put rules in place that will reduce loan forgiveness in certain circumstances. So for instance, for any worker employed by the borrower during the relevant covered period, the loan forgiveness amount is reduced dollar for dollar by the amount of any salary cut over 25% from what the worker was paid on average during the most recent full quarter before the covered period. In addition, the loan forgiveness amount is reduced proportionally for a reduction in the average number of full-time equivalent employees during the relevant covered period. That's very important. So be very careful. How many employees did you have before you apply for PPP loan and after your covered period? And one more very important question. If your loan is forgiven, how to avoid a big tax bill? So debt forgiveness on PPP loan is not a subject to federal income tax. At the same time, not surprisingly, the IRS has held a borrower whose PPP loan is forgiven may not deduct the expenses that relate to the forgiven amount, wages, employee benefits, interest, rent, utilities that determine the forgiven amount from gross income as a business expenses. So, PPP borrowers may be eligible for employee retention tax credit, but payroll costs that are qualified wages for the credit are not eligible for loan forgiveness if the employer elects to claim the credit for those amounts. So you may want to consult your accountant about this issue, it's pretty complicated, before seeking loan forgiveness. Okay, but what happens if you don't apply for forgiveness? I don't know so many people who don't want to apply for forgiveness, but in this case, if you don't apply for forgiveness within 10 months after the end of your PPP covered period, you will be required to begin making payments on your loan at that point. So please take this into account. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you find this helpful. Consider to subscribe, like, and have a good day.